Ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the famed Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where so many great fights have gone on through the years for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we saw, it almost boiled over at the weigh-in yesterday. Now it gets to explode here in the ring. Chris Arreola is so alert right now. I mean, look at his focus as he makes that walk that so many fighters dread. But he makes that walk down to the ring just so very alert. Castillo's making his way to the ring right now, and you can just see in his eyes what his intentions are tonight.
With a record of 29 wins, 25 knockouts with 2 losses, from Los Angeles, Cristobal the Nightmare Arreola. His adversary, coming out of Gagos, Raul Castillo.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch them up.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round 1 underway. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Well, a lot of people were looking forward to this fight, and with very good reason. When you pit these two guys together, it should be a very good fight.
You don't have to look for either one of them. They are right there to be found, and our fans love that.
Castillo's defense is paying off now. Halfway through round number 1. Well-placed body shot again. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Crashes home with the uppercut. Scores up top with a left. Arreola's really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good solid jab. A good block. Here we go. Round 2 is underway. You see him holding on. Way to block there. Arreola's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. So what do you tell a young charge who's facing Chris Arreola?
Well, you have a couple choices. One is, believe it or not, you know, you could go into the furnace a little bit. I know his strength is that he's strong, he's physically imposing up there. You know, he's going to chuck at you, but they're a little wide, those shots. So you could get in the eye of the storm a little bit. And you can work inside those wide shots, back them up a little bit. Or you can take the route on the outside where you box. You keep more balance. You move to the side.
Targeting the left hand to the body. And round number 3 is underway. Able to lock in that target and bring it home well.
1 or 2 more of those, it'll be the end of the night.
Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landing power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
Nice work, the left hand to the head. Oh, what an uppercut. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. Lands a big hook.
You want to see some combos?
Castillo's left, working well that time. That's great stuff. up. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Castillo. Complete here. It's worth a look at Teddy's scorecard to see where he sees it. How about that left hand? Arreola's winning the fight to me based on his overall speed. He's just a faster, quicker fighter, and it's making it so that he's able to employ his ways and get the best of his opponent.
Oh, he has that physical asset, no doubt about it. You can see it. But he has to be careful that he doesn't get carried away. He doesn't get reckless with that speed.
90 seconds to go in round number 4. Oh, that's a big hook right there. Castillo's quickly approaching the point of no return right now, Teddy. You know, it wouldn't be far-fetched to see his corner step up on the apron and stop this fight.
Well, not only far-fetched, I mean, I think it's starting to get to that point where it's their responsibility to be thinking about that.
Round number 5 has arrived. Wow, look at that, trading shots. Good exchange, he fires back.
Don't let him get to you.
Castillo's not jabbing that much right now. That's got to help out his opponent.
Yeah, you know, that's like giving him a free one. Because now his opponent doesn't have to worry as much when he walks in. No jab to keep him out. He's going to see the other punches coming so much easier when there's not a jab covering them.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. That's a big uppercut that just crashed home. Oh, that's a big shot to the head. Castillo showing you a little defensive skill there. Able to move away from that punch. Crashes home with a hook. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds.
He will not be vulnerable on that side.
Back and forth exchange. Chris Arreola's hand speed right now, the difference with what we just saw, able to land that combination.
Yeah, he's probably going to need a little bit more down the road, but right now, that's got him in front.
Nice work with the jab on the outside. A little head hunting with the right. A flush hook scores well for him. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Not able to connect with the uppercut. Targeting a left hand down low. Scores big with the hook to the head. He got all into that one. That was a solid uppercut. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. Another round. Will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Castillo's got those earmuffs on, and he's got his hands tight against his body. But Teddy, still, some things are getting through.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like driving a car, Joe, you know, and the weather's a little bad, and you say, I want to be safe here, I'm going to stop the car. You don't stop and park the car in the middle of the highway where cars are coming. I mean, he stopped right there in the middle of the highway. Cars are coming. You know, pull off somewhere. You know, get the heck out of there. Find the right parking spot.
Forward!
Big uppercut right on the mark. Right on the mark with the hook up top. That's where Chris Arreola has had success as a heavyweight. So 7 rounds are in the books, and Teddy, this is clearly, decidedly in one man's favor. Chris Arreola's been on top of this all night long. But here's the good news. He still looks as fresh as could be. He hasn't worn himself out at all.
This is where those dog day workouts come in. You know, you hated them when you were doing them, but now they're paying off for you.
You see what happens when he commits to the uppercut. Look at that. Great work there. Arreola was able to land a nice, clean left hand. Castillo's inconsistencies are really showing up now. At times, he has shown defense tonight. Other times, with what we've seen recently, he's getting hit by the left hand.
Yeah, what he has to do is now make the adjustments.
Body shot lands. It was the right. the swelling was bad. Now you see the result. The ref stepping in, stopping this fight. That's a TKO.